to Dishing About Food, a 4-part audio series transporting you into the kitchens of cooks, chefs and restaurateurs from all over the world who've made their home here in Northern Ireland. It's a celebration of the contributions different people and cultures have added to the local food scene, which has itself transformed over the past decade. You'll hear about the history of different cuisines and the stories of our brilliant food entrepreneurs. I'm Karishma. I moved to Northern Ireland in the 1990s and it's been my home ever since. As well as my day job as a designer and podcaster, I'm also a massive foodie. And if you're listening to this, you probably are too. I love discovering new restaurants on Instagram, experimenting with new recipes, and I'm also fascinated by the other elements to food businesses, the innovation, the design, and the people. We recorded these conversations in the summer of 2023, and between then and now, our guests have added even more accolades to their businesses. Listen to the end of each episode to hear about their latest projects and, crucially, how you can sample their food. Billy and Nicola have been travelling the world with their passion for Italian food, from Italy to America and finally to Belfast, where they have made their home with their family. Most people think they know what Italian food is, but our conversation revealed that there is so much more to really getting to know it well. Thank you very much for inviting us into your home, Philomena.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Would you like to be called Philly or Philomena?
Philly.
Philly, yeah, okay, yeah. Great.
My name is Filomena. In Italian, the pronunciation is Filomena.
Filomena.
Yeah, but it's so heavy. I didn't like it. I know, it's my grandma's name, but I've never met her. She passed away before I was born. But I really don't like this name. So my mom, but even my mom probably, she gave my name respect of her mother-in-law.
Yeah.
But probably she didn't like the name herself too. So she always called me Philly.
Well, Philly's a lovely name, so I'll call you that.
Yeah, people, when we were in US for our job, people thought that I was American, and that was not my proper name, but it was a name created as fantasy because it was Philly Duva, sounds really nice, and they thought that it was invented, but no, I said it's my real name.
Tell me a bit more about your role within Delizia, what Delizia actually is, and how you set it up.
Me and my husband, we arrived here in December 2018. For a restaurant in the city center, but we left after 7-8 months, and we had the chance to come back to Italy because my mentor chef, the ones who sent me here, find me another job near my house. But we decided to stay here because my daughter, the youngest, really liked here, even if she were here since a couple of months. And so we decided to stay here. Even my husband loves to stay here. At the beginning, we don't know what to do. What are we going to do now? And we choose the name thanks a friend of mine. Her name is Cheryl. She's from here. And listen, you need to find a name that people from here, they understand, that have that means the same thing in Italian that in English. So Delizia is delis in English. So they understand what it means, and so Cheryl has created the name of my company. Yeah. And then after we start working in the boat club, it was really nice. People come in even from the outside, not only the members. But the COVID arrived, and then we closed the boat club. Everything was closed, but my customers, they told me, listen, why don't you start to cook from home? We will come to collect because we miss your food. And so we started cooking from here, and people comes to collect, and we deliver people that lives in the area. And has expanded because of the spread of voice, and the social media helps a lot in this kind of stuff.
And then you mentioned it's we, so it's yourself and your husband then that run this together?
Yes, just me and my husband, yeah. I come from Campania. Campania is the region where it's Naples, Salerno, and Amalfi Coast, Sorrento, all this place. I live probably 40 minutes by car from Sorrento, from Naples. I grew up there. I got married there. My daughters all were born there. Mm-hmm. My husband the same. We're together since I was 16 and he was 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
Childhood sweethearts.
Yes. So we were fiancé for 10 years and engaged, you say here. And then we get married. in my house, we just eat Italian. And we continue to have the schedule that for food that is Italian, lunch and dinner. We are surprised when people here, they don't have lunch, especially on Sunday. Sunday is something that you can't touch. It's very important in Italy, Sunday, because it's the occasion where family are together, because you don't go to work, the kids, they don't go to school, so it's time to spend time together. And so if you go to grandma's house and all the brothers and sisters, they meet each other. It's everything happens all around the table in Italy. It's not just to eat, It's a place where if your problems, your concerns about something, and people and the family give you advice, and they support you, and even is the place for fight, for questioning about. It's the place of ever, but it's nice. Yeah. It happens all around the table in Italy. It's really nice. Yeah, and I miss all this. Yeah. Because I miss my mom and dad. I miss my sister. I miss everything of my family, but I've created another family. Yeah. So I have my own family that is growing with the boyfriends and all this. So it's nice.
You're home away from home.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's it. A very important part in what I do now is it was my grandma. Yeah. Because she loves to cook, but because my mom, she doesn't like to cook, but don't tell her, please. she just cooked to feed the family. Yes. But you know what? Probably is in the DNA. I've always eat well in my mama. Even my daughters, they say, for example, you don't do this like grandma, so stop doing it. They prefer something that cook my mom instead, the same recipe cooked for me. And they probably, I don't know why, but anyway, my passion comes from my grandma. She always used to make pasta. It's a stereotype, but it's true. It's not a simple stereotype. It's terrible, but it's true. In all the Italian family, especially where there is an old people living in, all the tradition are they continue. Yeah, because my grandma used to make preserves in summer, and she used to make fresh pasta on Sunday morning.
So you told us a little bit about traditional food, but can you tell us a few more of the dishes from the region you're from?
I come from an area that is known as Agro Nocerino Sarnese, that is the area of San Marzano tomato.
Right.
Yeah.
Lovely. I've had that.
Yeah.
Although I don't know how authentic it is, but it's not as locally sourced.
To be honest, I will tell you something. I've been with my husband the ambassador of Coldiretti, that is an association that takes care of the producer farmers, and being the chef of Chamber of Commerce in Salerno, and even the representative chef for a center that was agroalimentary on all the area from Gragnano and all that area. And the proper San Marzano tomato, the roots, doesn't exist anymore. Just a few small production that is not enough even for the people that lives over there.
That's interesting, because you see San Marzano in supermarkets here. So that's not really San Marzano.
It's not authentic. They're like San Marzano, Yes. But the real San Marzano is a small production. In Italy, for example, there's a friend of mine. He produced the San Marzano, but on the can there is a serious number that the government gave you, because it's a small range of products, and they have a serial number on top. If they have serial number on top, they are real San Marzano. If you can't find that number, it means that they are not real San Marzano. And there are just a few producers in Agro Nocerino Sarnese that have the chance to use that product. And one is this friend of mine. I've seen they have this number on the can.
So we're also very lucky to be joined by Nicola, the other half of Delizia. So hello, Nicola, welcome.
Hi, hello. All good, you?
Good to see you. You're out delivering bread, I hear.
Yes, today, every morning I deliver bread into shop in Belfast.
Amazing.
Bread, arancini, cannoli, focaccia, pizza, all Italian product.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. And I hear it's very special bread that's got a bit more of a crust.
Lots of our recipe are with tomato, because we grows up with, for a mom, it's important that kids have pasta for lunch. Yes. We go crazy if kids, they don't have pasta for lunch. And the best condiment sauce for pasta, for kids especially, is tomato. for the contents in that tomato has is very important. And so our lots of recipes are all about tomato, but not only. We have lots of vegetables, and we mainly go with the Mediterranean diet. That is lots of cereals, lots of vegetables, fish, mozzarella, all cheese that we have from Italy.
Love a bit of cheese.
Yes, mozzarella and the provolone, all these kind of stuffs we use. So mostly our recipe are the traditional one, the most popular that you can find, like meatballs and
Lasagna.
Lasagna comes from not our area, comes
Parmigiana.
from Bologna, but we make parmigiana with the aubergine. And there is a lasagna that our grandma used to make, that is the Napolitan lasagna. And instead of beef ragu and the bechamel sauce, we have a small deep fried meatballs in. We have mozzarella, ricotta cheese, and tomato sauce. That's we used to make for Carnevale. Carnevale is a Mardi Gras.
And what date is that celebrated?
It's not always the same day. It comes on a Tuesday, and the day after is the Mercoledì delle Ceneri. I don't know how you say here. Is something
Religion
related from the Catholic religion.
Okay.
Is when they put.
Oh, is it Ash Wednesday?
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
The day before.
And the day before
Okay.
is
Mardi Gras.
Carnevale.
Yes.
And kids used to dress up with masks and costumes, and they celebrate this way. And you have to eat fat.
Yes.
You know, that's Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
Because the day after you start the Quaresima.
The fasting.
Yeah, you start to eat less, or on Friday you don't have to eat meat.
And then you mentioned a bit about pasta. So I know here people are very used to lasagna, spaghetti. But can you tell us, because there's so many varieties of pasta, can you tell us about some of the other ones?
Italy is, as you know, Italy has a lots of region, 20, 21, I don't remember. And any region has their own shape of pasta that representative. For example, in Puglia you will find orecchiette or strascinati. In Campania we have spaghetti, gnocchi, tagliatelle. Tagliatelle comes from Bologna. Or trofie come from Liguria. You know, you will find lots of shapes of pasta.
Scialatielli from Amalfi.
We have scialatielli in Amalfi Coast, that is a fresh pasta.
And the fifth kind of pasta in
yeah.
Maiori.
Then
The
dunderi,
dunderi.
that I'm going to show you after. Dunderi, probably they say that is the first pasta
Kind.
ever made, and is with ricotta in the dough, and the eggs and nutmeg and parmesan cheese. It's a kind of gnocchi.
Yeah.
And no, we have lots of shapes of pasta. There is a very old pasta that I make that I've learned to make that from a lady that she was 85 years old. The utensil to make this pasta was gifted me from these people. It is a small village in Cilento. It's called Felitto. It's near a river. They have a very small quantity of people living there. They're all old. In a year, they have celebrated 4 or 5 people that reached 100 years.
Wow, so they must be doing something right with their diet then as well.
This is the diet with the atmosphere all around. There's no pollution. You know what is this? It's a cane. It's a natural cane, and they use as a container for this.
Okay.
I make the dough, cut in small pieces like this. I put here and go this way and move my hands, and so it becomes like a sort of bucatino.
Okay.
But this is called fusillo di felitto, and is seasoned with a rich beef ragu.
Okay.
Not like the bolognese one, but with the pieces of meat in the sauce that you can eat after with the pasta, but not in the sauce. The sauce is very rich because it takes all the flavors from meat.
Are different sauces matched to different types of pasta?
Yeah.
And are the
Yes.
shapes relevant for that as well?
Yes, for example,
same plate.
tagliatelle is with ragu. Spaghetti are very versatile, is correct.
With
You
seafood.
with seafood and with scarpariello and with a lot of stuff. For example, pesto is perfect with trofie. And because in Liguria it was born with the trofie or with the trenette.
Like orecchiette with the broccoli.
Cime di rapa.
That in Puglia, cime di rapa.
Yeah, it's a broccoli that
It's a
I
broccoli.
can that you. I don't understand why here, for example, when I want the broccoli, I find the tender steamed broccoli.
steam.
Yes.
They just have the flour. Where are the leaves? We use the leaves. They are so good. The flour, not always. Sometimes you throw. But here you just find the steam and the flowers. And I would like to speak with the farmer to know where they put the leaves.
To get the rest of it. Yes,
Yeah.
because people are so used to having broccoli in a certain way, and actually now people are thinking in a more sustainable and environmental way. So that's really good that all parts of the plant are used in
because
Italy.
we use that, and it's very popular in Naples. Broccoli salsiccia with the sausage, with the Italian sausage.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. We put everything on pizza, in panino, or
We
even
cook.
It's amazing. I love it. I miss it. My mom sent me broccoli from Italy, and I used to have this broccoli from Italy because I miss them. Because they're part of our food.
The dishes that you serve in
Yes.
Delizia that you
Yeah.
have on your menu,
Yeah.
you've picked certain ones and you change it every week. Is that right?
Yeah, we
So
have
how do you
we
cook
have a regular menu that is always the same with the traditional
change only
carbonara,
3-4 months.
matriciana,
Yes.
and lasagna, everything. What people expect from an Italian.
Yes.
Vegetarian.
But we have a special menu that changes every week with some special. For example, we have 2 starters, 2 pasta, 2 main. A fish and a meat, and a dessert. And this is a special that is on from Thursday to Saturday, because we've decided that Sunday is off. Because I was tired
you
to
break
cook
as well.
all day, every single day. So we've decided that on Sunday we're off. We don't cook anymore.
And then typically, how long do you spend cooking every day? Because it seems like you're cooking for large numbers of people, whether that's for your menu, whether for catering. So how long do you spend every day cooking?
Since I wake up until I go to sleep.
So that's basically all day, every day, except for
no,
Sunday.
because it needs, for example, bread. Well, I start to make bread in the morning, early in the morning, but it needs to be followed. I don't make the dough and leave there and then cook the bread. No, I need to fold it several times before it's ready to be cooked.
Yes.
So I can't go out for a walk because every 45 minutes I have to fold the dough. And in the meantime, I have to make arancini and the rice and cannoli and the cream to soft cannoli and all this. But it's okay. We're lucky. We have the work that we love.
Think you've had a carbonara? Not until you've tried a Delizia carbonara. Here's the real deal being cooked in Philly and Nicola's home.
Lots of recipe of pasta. The sauce just cook the time that the pasta is cooking, and not if you're not making, for example, the proper ragu that needs lots of hours to be nice. But mostly the other sauce are really, really ready the time that pasta needs. For example, spaghetti needs 12 minutes. Carbonara sauce is ready before.
And what goes into a carbonara sauce? Because I think people have had carbonara in Northern Ireland, but you were saying that it has guanciale rather than pancetta or bacon. So
Yeah.
what are the ingredients?
Just guanciale, pecorino cheese or parmesan cheese and eggs. And pepper. No salt because guanciale is so savory. The only salt is the one in the water to cook the pasta, and that's it. These are the ingredients. Of course, no cream.
Which people are not used to, because everyone that has it here in carbonara, it's always cream.
No, absolutely. The creamy comes from the eggs and the water that you add, and of course cheese, but not cream. As you can see, no oil, just the guanciale. Now is putting the egg yolks in a bowl.
Big things about Italian food is probably that you can get so many of the ingredients locally because of the climate and the soil.
No, but even because our ingredients are most vegetables and the cereals that we can have. What I I miss a lot is when we are, for example, at lunchtime around for shopping herbs. I miss to grab some, you have a hole in your stomach and you want to have something. I can't find nothing really nice to have. For example, in Italy, if you go in Naples or even in Salerno or wherever, there are these bakery that they have a nice slice of pizza, they have fagottini, they have everything. You have a variety of choice that is here. Sausage roll, I don't like it. Even America, they don't have except the turkey for Thanksgiving or other stuff, pumpkin pie or pecan pie. They don't have because they are a miscellaneous of culture.
Yeah.
For example, kids, they start to eat Chinese, Japanese, Indian since they are young because they used to do that. But in Italy, we start to eat Italian since we were born and stop when we die. The herbs that I use are basil, oregano, rosemary, thyme, sage, parsley. That's it. I'm really plain and not plain, traditional
Italian
traditional.
herbs.
Yeah, I love basil. This pecorino cheese.
Oh, thank you.
Solo questo quello secco da grattugiare per la carbonara.
Yeah, this is a fresh one, so you have to try the fresh pecorino that is usually put on the board.
Yeah.
Dammi là.
With lots that's very quick. You stir everything in together, is that right?
Never throw away the water
Yeah.
where the pasta has been cooked.
And then you put all the pasta and guanciale directly into the egg yolks. And does that just then cook itself out because the pasta and guanciale are hot?
Or hot. But I give just in the pan when it's closed.
Stick everything back in
Yeah.
and just give it a bit more water as well?
Yeah.
Pasta water?
This is the cream.
This is the cream.
Not double
A
cream.
much healthier cream.
Cream with egg and the Parmesan cheese and the pecorino romano. Only this one. This is cream.
That looks epic. That looks so good. This is the first time I'm seeing an authentic carbonara being made.
And after this, you will not want anymore anything else.
Amazing. Since chatting with Philly and Nicola, the Delizia catering business has gone from strength to strength, with new menus bringing authentic Italian cuisine to Belfast. We hope you've enjoyed listening to Dishing About Food, a collaboration between WhyFi Productions and the Curated pod. This episode is one of a 4-part mini-series, so do make sure you listen to the others if you haven't already. Thanks for listening.